The Maritime Museum has been around for a while. It started in 1927 with the acquisition of the museum's crown jewel, the Star of India. The museum was part of the San Diego Zoo until 1948, when it became its own entity. Fast forward to 1995, when Ray Ashley came aboard as president and CEO. But his love of the sea and ships started long before that.
My dad settled here after his Navy career and became a teacher, so I grew up in San Diego, and I was always interested in ships and sailing and that sort of thing.
Over the years, Ashley has overseen the acquisition of most of the museum's 9 vessels. I asked him about some of the highlights of the last 3 decades. He didn't hesitate to name the construction of the San Salvador right off the bat.
We just went out and researched and built our own Spanish galleon that embodies the origin story, of San Diego and of California. So that was a big deal. Or on any steam vessel, the boilers are always ahead of the engine. And because that stack is slightly more to that side, that's the bow and this is the stern.
The Berkeley, the ship that started her life as a ferry, taking passengers back and forth from San Francisco to the East Bay, is where you find the non-ship part of the museum, the big picture history of human interaction with the sea over the centuries. But a key feature of Ashley's tenure is that this isn't just a repository of marine artifacts, a place to park old ships and a 60s-era submarine. This museum also lives out its mission by letting most of these vessels go out to sea every so often, a parade of nautical history led by the Grande Dame herself, the world's oldest sailing ship.
So that's a quintessential San Diego thing, and now we sail a whole fleet out when we sail the Star of India. All these other ships go sailing too.
And then there's the museum's mission to educate, something near and dear to Ray Ashley.
We still have thousands of kids coming through every year for educational programs. And now, for some time now, some of our faculty were kids that came through the museum years ago. And that is an ongoing legacy that now has reached hundreds of thousands of children.
Ray Ashley is leaving the Maritime Museum at an especially exciting time for the institution. It's embarking on its biggest project yet, not the acquisition of any more ships, but the building of a magnificent new museum.
And it's this gorgeous, almost transparent building, you can see through it, and the ships get moved out a bit into the bay.
Building anything right on the water is a Herculean task. The museum is now deep into the years-long process of obtaining all the permits needed, but things are far enough along that Ashley says he's confident construction will begin within a few years. When it's finished, he'll be able to count that as a crowning achievement of his 30 years here as he sails off into the sunset of retirement.